Alright guys, it's BLM here. Time for another video. This is going to be a review of Frax's Fury from Power Rangers Time Force. And I personally think this is one of the best episodes of the season. I think this is one of the best episodes in Power Rangers Time Force. One of the best episodes of all time in my personal opinion. The episode starts off with Frax being pissed off of the way Ransik treats the robots and stuff like that. So he heads over to the X-Vault and unleashes a monster known as Venomark, who apparently Ransik knows very well. Venomark starts attacking the city and he starts biting people, which is very strange. But he's infecting them with some virus. And Eric and the Silver Guardians arrive, and Eric looks at one of the victim's arms and starts doing the same thing that Ransik's arms does. Nadira then talks to Ransik and tells him that his monster's doing very well. However, he says that I didn't send a monster. So then he finds the X-Vault chrono tube thing and near the reanimation booth thing, and wonders who's releasing this monster. And then he realizes that the monster that was released was Venomark, and he becomes so fucking pissed off. He then relives his past of him getting bit by Venomark, and he was about to die until a professor named Dr. Frax saved him with his antidote. And while the antidote would normally fix a normal human for life, since Ransik is a mutant, he has to take it every few hours for the rest of his life. Ransik starts telling Dr. Frax that robots are useless and stuff like that, and Frax tells him that they could be useful, but then all of a sudden Ransik starts destroying his cyclobots, knocks him out and destroys his lab. After that, Venomark is still attacking the city, so the Rangers arrive and battle him. However, all the Rangers but Wes, the main five I should say, get bitten and they all become sick. And right when Wes was about to get infected himself, he gets saved by Ransik, who really pissed off, starts attacking Venomark. And as he's about to kill Venomark, he starts to feel the effects of the venom thing that he has. So he needs to take his serum. So he leaves. After that, Venomark is really scared, talking about Frax, talking about how he's scared that Ransik is going to kill him and stuff. Wes then takes the Rangers back to the clock tower and is trying to find a way to save him, but then he sees one of the Rangers' arms, and it's a lot like Ransik's. So he realizes that he needs the serum. So he goes back and retrieves the little bottle of serum that was left, and he goes to Biolab, where he asks his dad to reproduce and distribute it to the citizen. Of course, Mr. Collins starts thinking of how much money he can make from this thing, but whatever, he ends up doing it, and the serum is transported throughout the city, with the Silver Guardians being the ones giving it to people. Wes then takes 4 back to the tower and cures the other Rangers. Meanwhile, I think this is shows character development for Eric right here, because Eric sees an old woman that's passing out and stuff like that from the bite, and he goes to save her and gives her medicine. I think if Eric, if this happened earlier in the season, I don't think Eric would have done so. However, he starts becoming more of a caring person towards the end, which shows character development, that he's not as much of a dick anymore. But Venomark appears and attacks Eric, being pissed off that his bite will pretty much be useless anymore. The Rangers arrive and fight with Eric, but Eric wants to do it by himself, so he ends up fighting Venomark and is winning. But then Venomark starts running away, so to catch up with him, Eric calls on his Mega Battle Armor thing and chases after him and is able to defeat him. After that, Venomark grows and the Rangers call on the Shadow Force Megazord and the Q-Rex, and working together they're able to defeat him. I love this Megazord battle because it takes place at night, which isn't that common for Power Rangers. I mean, most of the time it happens during the day, but when it happens at night, it's just fucking awesome. It just makes the scene seem more epic than what it really is, actually. So the Rangers continue distributing the serum, everyone gets healed and stuff, and then it goes to Ransik, who goes back to his base and finds out that all of his serum has been destroyed. All but 1 bottle, and Frax is the one who did it, and he reveals who he actually is. He's Dr. Frax. And after the explosion, he rebuilt himself, transforming his body into a robot, as he would have died if he didn't. And before Ransik can kill Frax, Frax destroys the final bottle and escapes and teleports away, with Ransik screaming, being pissed off, and that ends the episode. I really think this is a near perfect episode. There's only one flaw that I noticed while watching this episode, and that is during the fight with Venomark at the end, between when all 6 Rangers were there. When they switched to Sentai footage, the background was completely different than what it was before, because the original background was they were at the biolab. However, when it went to Sentai footage, they were in front of a factory type thing, or a warehouse. Other than that, this is a near perfect episode. I'll give it a 10 out of 10 easily. This is one of my favorite episodes in this series, and this is one of my favorite series of all time, so that pretty much shows how high I'm going to rank this. Absolutely love this episode, 10 out of 10, so yeah, thank you for watching.